Hi. How do I even sit? This is hard. Hi. Dropping on here to just discuss some thoughts I've had. Lately, I've been feeling triggered in two different ways. One that made me realize a trauma from the past, and another one that made me realize I could use it for inspiration. So let me start with the easiest one to talk about, because these are emotions that I feel are very taboo to talk about, and I think it's important that we talk about it. So let's go. So the first one, I started feeling triggered by her like long ago, and I was like, why is she triggering me? And she's just killing it, to say it like, you know, as it is. She's doing so great and good in her business, and her as a woman, it's just, she's so inspiring to me. And at first I was like, why am I feeling triggered? Like, what is this? I didn't know how to respond to it or like what to do with it. But then I just accepted, like, wow, she's just inspiring me and she's showing me where I can hit at, like, you know what I mean? So instead of being afraid of this feeling and just, you know, pulling myself away and like, be like, you know, feeling some type of way and have that, I know the saying in Danish, come back to me. Well, instead of letting it block me, I wanted to accept it, look at it, for it to evolve me instead, you know, and like accepting it for being inspirational and seeing it like fuel for fight, you know, fuel for my drive. And that just made me release it. And then another trigger was the other way around. It brought something up from the past, from my young years, and it was like, you know, being ashamed about my body, my sexuality, and you know, looking through her pictures, she is so comfortable and confident in showing skin, you know, and she's owning it, like she's killing it as well, and it's just fucking awesome. And in some ways, me judging her, I was like, what is this about? Because where's this judgment coming from? Like, what is being reflected from inside me? How can I take responsibility for these emotions that I'm feeling? And by trying to take responsibility for the thoughts that I'm creating, because it's creating some sort of reality, my reality, you know. So if I want to be able to create my reality, I need to dig into these feelings, also the ones that are not happy and, you know, positive, or however you want to categorize them. So by looking into that, I was like, this comes from way back, from like being shamed about my body, having to like hide my body and stuff like that. I'm not getting deeper into why, because I don't feel that that's necessary. But just acknowledging that put me one step ahead of like actually dealing with it, you know. By being conscious about these things, you can do something about them. And once these feelings start to rise, you will know what it is and you can act different. You don't have to be controlled by the emotion. You can actually, you know, act new. So you're acting away from your conditioning. You're acting from a now moment, and not from like a hurted inner child, from programming, from conditioning. So maybe this in some way or another can relate to you or resonate with you and what you're going through right now.